It's the Cobry Cafetiere of cloud knowledge. Oh yeah.
Google Sites is a very, very simple website builder.
It's for basic websites. If you need something quickly done, that's the tool that you can use.
Sites is really good for static content. And what do I mean by static content? It's content that doesn't really require much change. So every update that you do on sites kind of has to be manual. It does link to Google services like Sheets and Docs, so you can put a live document up on sites, which is really nice. But in terms of the actual text that goes around it, you do have to kind of like go into it, edit it, and then save it.
It's got quite a lot of templates available already, so that you don't need to also be a designer of any kind. Google's AI will make it look nice kind of on its own, and you can just change some color schemes, drop in some other pictures and things like that, or kind of work from some predefined layouts, and then you kind of build it from there. Sharing and permissions are all customizable for each different page that you put up there. So you can keep everything internal, so it's only used by your organization, or you can make some particular pages, if not all of them, public facing, so that anybody can actually access. So it's a good way to share data with either your user base or with customers or partners, things like that. And also the hosting for it is included. You don't actually have to pay a domain hoster. You don't need to go to like 123reg or GoDaddy or anything like that to get it up and running. It's just attached to your Google Workspace domain.
A good example of, for example, an internal project that we're using for sites right now, Wes and I are collaborating on, is the employee handbook, right? So the employee handbook there's a whole load of things there, right? There's lots of sections, there's lots of clauses, things like that. Giving an employee a doc with 100 pages of a whole bunch of stuff, that's not really nice. I'd go in there and feel immediately overwhelmed. But if you had all the employee handbook presented to you on a nice website, here's what you do if you if you want to take a holiday, here's what you want to do if you're sick or you're ill. It's all nicely presented on a website. That's magnitude times better for an employee in terms of an onboarding perspective, but also as like an ingestion perspective.
It has quite a nice interface, easy drag and drop way of attaching stuff to the website. Yeah. Another thing with this is you can share it. So for example, I can bring Victor here. You can have multiple people working on it at the same time. So you can attach documents, as you can see at the end here. YouTube videos, you can embed YouTube videos. There's also a calendar widget too for setting up meetings and anything like that.
Cloud search is a very powerful option there that we can add into the site. To be able to Google's primary function, or how they came about, it was a search engine. So the fact that you can just set that up and include it on your own website, your own intranet, like straight away, to leverage the powerful search functionality that they have, is incredibly powerful. Even though this is all built on sites, obviously any item that is on this site, whether it's an image or a button or just text that you want to link, you can link that to obviously any other web page in the world. So you could link to YouTube videos if it's not embedded. You could link to your own actual website. You could link to a partner website or anything like that, or any third-party tools that you use as well. So it's not restricted to what you can do in sites. You can link away